And we touched upon it earlier, but let's show some love for Borussia Dortmund, Gav, after the 4-0 win against Eintracht Frankfurt, which takes them back to the top of the league.
So the reason I want to show a lot of love here for Edin Terzic is because of what happened the week before.
Of course, against Stuttgart.
The horror show against Stuttgart.
Yeah.
2-0 up against 10 men, 12 minutes ago, and then they equalize, and then you score again in injury time, and then you let them equalize again. This was a trap game. It was a trap game, even though Eintracht had some players missing, because you wonder, are they all going to be disheveled and all over the place? And no, they weren't. They were professional to start. Jude Bellingham, so sweet early goal, a sweet touch, by the way,
wow.
in the turn.
Yeah.
Daniel Malen proving me wrong. 2 goals. How about that?
6 goals, 3 assists in the last 5 or 6 games.
This was a statement. They never let Eintracht get back into the game, and Eintracht are a good side, maybe on hard times a little bit. So no, I think they got those psychological cobwebs out of them, and they're top of the league.
Wow. Gab, I know you'd rather not talk about them, but we kind of have to. Geraldo Becker gets the only goal, as Union Berlin win away to Mönchengladbach to stay third in the table. We're going to see them in the Champions League next season, aren't we?
It's certainly looking that way, and I have to say, it is deserved. I thought in this game, listen, there's a way to leave the ball to the opposition and make it dire, and there's a way to leave the ball to the opposition and actually create chances. They actually created chances in this game while not having a lot of the ball. They're not the prettiest to watch, but, whatever. They all count.
They're still there. It's
they
incredible.
Execute well. They do well despite losing players again in January. Well done to them. We love our Xabi Alonso, Jules.
We do.
Bayer Leverkusen's 2-0 win over Leipzig means it's now 13 games unbeaten in all competitions, and they have a Europa League semi-final against his old buddy, his mentor in some ways, Jose Mourinho. And, of course, his Roma side coming up. But it's looking like Leipzig might be watching next year's Champions League on TV.
We don't know yet. They just dropped out, I think, they're 2 points behind Freiburg in 5th place. They've got Bayer Leverkusen just behind them in 6th. That race for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th place finish is going to be amazing.
I love that, though, because most neutrals, right? Like, the fact that they have Freiburg and Union Berlin ahead of them. Every neutral is going to say, we want the evil empire out.
Of course.
We'll put up with Bayer Leverkusen and Big Pharma even ahead of them.
Which I can understand. Leipzig played really well in that game. To be fair, they had 23 shots, I think, or 26 shots. And in the end, I think we saw from Bayer Leverkusen that kind of defensive side of their game that they can do, not conceding goals. And then scoring those two, the penalty at the end, and then the Hosler goal is a really nice worked goal. To be fair, Moussa Diaby, Frimpong was very good again. This is a lovely, lovely Bayer Leverkusen, but this is a game that they could also not have won easily. So well done to Xabi Alonso.
By the way, on Xabi Alonso, there's a picture doing the rounds. He grew up with Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
And there's a picture of Xabi Alonso and Mikel Arteta as 8-year-olds are holding a cup.
We love that, don't we?
In the background, there's a guy there's a picture, it's a Photoshop picture, it's done the rounds on social media for years. There's a picture of Arsene, there's Arsene Wenger, you see him in the background. Except it's not him, somebody Photoshopped him in, to be clear. Arsene knows, he didn't know that much.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.